So hello everybody and welcome back. I hope everybody will like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications when I release new videos, which is usually 3 times a week. I also have another channel now that I do games on. If you're interested in gaming, take a look there. I don't know if it's really interesting, but I just show you around what I do. And talk and some nonsense sometimes. Today we're going to take a look at this KV-2 Russian tank from Trumpeter 135 scale. So here are our instructions. We have assembly instructions there. So here we have our parts map. Seeing here 8 screws of plastic. Turret is separately, hull is separate. There's also a small sprue here. I don't know if I counted that one. Decal sheet. 2 sprues for the track, and here's another sprue for the track. So, our first instruction here, we have to make some holes here, here is 4, here is 1, here, and here along here too. So we're just making some holes here. But it says here, there's this one is optional. See step 17. So number 2, we have the bottom of the hull. We put the back plate on and the sides on, and these caps here. Number 3, for the support rollers we put on. We also put more of these caps here. The toe panels in the front, the back plate, the back of the hull. The back of the top of the hull, the front of the top of the hull, and here for this back part is some details to put in it. Number 4, we're working on suspension. We have the road wheel arms, the support roller arm, the sprocket arms. Put the turret ring on. Here's a pre-assembly for this here. We also have the toe panels in the back, and this plate that goes there, and here as well. So number 5, we put this front glacis on, and we put the same like in on the other side, the idler wheel arm, road wheel arms, and sprocket arm here. We have a couple of hatches to put on here. There's some other little details around here. A ring around the driver's hole. There's a ring here. And some other little details. Number 6, we assemble the road wheels. We assemble the sprocket. And we assemble a machine gun. Number 17, it's instructions for the track. This is like poly track, but it's separate piece together ones. Or maybe it looked like polytrack. Okay, so we have 2 options. We have a polytrack and we also have a single piece track, but it has long runners on the top and bottom, and then shorter ones here. So you have your option which one you want to do. You can either do the single piece or the poly. I'll use a single piece, although the poly would be a lot easier and faster. So number 8, we put our road wheels, our support rollers, our sprocket. I forget exactly what it's called, but it keeps it in line. I used to be on a tank, and I remember what half this stuff called, but it was like 20 years ago. So we have this the hatch here in the back, light here in the front, and another little doghouse here. Then we do the other side. We have our toe panels here, a couple details on top. Once again, idler arm, road wheels, support rollers, this piece here, and the sprocket. So number 10, we put the track on. Number 11, we put the fenders on with the fender supports. So number 12, then, here we're on the turret. We have the bottom, top, and the mantlet. Here's the back side of the mantlet, and we have the parts here so the gun can raise and elevate. Then farther along here, we got a machine gun to build. We have this hatch in the back. We have some handles to grab onto to get up to the turret. And there's some more details up here. Dog houses, stuff like that. Then we go farther down here. Got a hatch. Got the for the top of the mantel here. Got a gun tube. And got the, I forget what it's called, but it's, you know, it's part of the mantel. Goes on the front there. So number 13, we're back on the hull. We have some sponsoring boxes to put on, fender supports, and another detail that goes here on the side. Number 15, we put our turret onto our hull. We have our toe panels for the front and our toe hook, toe cables. Number 16 finished. Number 17 is optional parts. And it's just here. It's showing these sponsoon boxes and the brass wire for the toe cables. And that's the end of the build. So here's our paint chart for it. It's in color. We get these often with these kits. It's an overall green. It has a saying like most Russian tanks did. It doesn't look like it has much decals though. It says overall Russian green. So here we have our decals. It's a simple set of decals. They look good in register. We have our saying. Not sure what it says. I'm pretty sure this is 4 though. I don't know what the rest is. But you can do a Google search with the camera and then translate. Then we have 2 types of stars that we can use. Either with the thing or without the sickle and hammer or without it. So here is sprue A. You see we have our sprockets. We have here the front of the top of the hull. This is the back plate. This should be the idler wheels. Toe panels. Has some nice bolt heads on the sprockets. It has some texture to it and also some nice details around here. And for the fender supports and everything. Fuel caps, I think. Road wheels look good too. That looks nice too. And some good detail on these parts. Also nice on this side. So we got detail on both sides, it's nice. So here we have sprue B. This is our whole sides where the suspension goes, and there's some nice detail, nice bolt heads here. I think it looks like a nice molding here. So here's sprue C. There is a lot of nice detail everywhere here. Nice bolt heads all along here, all along here. Nice detail and texture on all these parts here. This nice, well, I guess it's nut head. I don't know, bolt heads around here too on these. Here's nice too. Now, you see the bottom of the fenders aren't nice though. That's gonna need some little work, some cleanup. These aren't gonna matter, it's on the inside. But this is on, it is on the outside even though it's not really good. You can't see it that good, but still. I think they should try to do that a little bit better. A lot of flash and everything here. here is nice too. So here we have sprue D. We have support rollers here, turret ring, some of the detail parts here, and the sponsoon boxes. So once again, we have the good detail again on the road wheels. Here's nice hinges on these boxes here. Our tow cable, the ends of our tow cables are here. Also, nice texture to this. Turret ring is just, well, nothing to see really. It's there. They didn't put the gears on it though. So here's sprue E. This is our road wheels and our idler arms and stuff like that, yo. There's two of them. Don't really need both of them in the camera. Once again, some good detail on all these parts here. The hubs look good. The back side looks good too. Not a lot of pin marks and stuff like that. So here next is sprue H. We have another set of sponsoon boxes. You can take your pick. That was one of the options there. We also have our gun tube, our metal, and a lot of the turret parts, as well as more tow cable hook ends. You can use the comes a brass wire somewhere. And that can be used for this. So the next part we have here is the bottom of our hull. We have some nice texture here on the sides, but there's not a lot of there's not any extra detail here. I guess all the detail that's supposed to be on it comes with the parts that go on it. Here on the bottom, it looks nice, except there's a huge sinkhole here. There's also a little here. That's not so bad. That probably need to fill in sand down. Front glacis, good too. So then our next part is the top of the turret. Once again, it has some good texture to it. Some good detail here on top and around here. Nice detail. And nice texture. All the detail goes with the parts that go on it. But this was a really big tank and there wasn't like a lot of fine stuff on it. So we also have a small clear sprue. Some lights on it. Simple. And as well we have our brass cables. That's for a tow cable, which is a nice extra detail. Unfortunately, it's kind of twisted there, but kind of straighten it out and then make that where it bends. Something, I don't know. They kind of kinked it though, but I think we can twist that back into shape. I don't know if it got kinked, if they did it when they packed it, or what, but it's a nice looking one. I wish I had more of this stuff. This would be good tow cables for everything. So the last parts we have for this kit is the track. We have our option of a poly track or these single piece ones. Take a look here at the single piece ones first. You see they already have the bend, the waviness in it to sit over it. We might get that with the poly track if it's thin enough. There's a lot of pin marks around here though. That has to be cleaned up. But it looks nice though on the outside. The inside's gonna need a little work, maybe. just a little bit. But really, you don't have to be so careful with cleaning up track, because the stuff, it gets torn up anyways. Even metal track. So leaving some scrape marks when you sand it, it's not really a problem. It's probably more true to life than not having it there. When we look at the poly track, and this is actually a nice poly track too. It's not really thick or stiff, so it will probably give it a sag too. And it already has some natural sag in it. Here on the inside, the only pin marks, there's some here on some of those connector pin marks things, like here. But those are easy to clean up. You just cut it off with some. You can use some fingernail clippers or some side cutters. Those come off really easy. I really don't see any other pin marks here. So the poly track will be easier to clean up, it looks like. And it looks like it has nice detail on it, just as good as the single piece tracks. I would probably go with the poly track on this one. It'll be less cleanup, less work. And it looks good too. So I think this kit looks pretty good. We have some optional stuff, optional track, not a lot of decals. I would have wished for a couple more decal options from Trumpeter. The detail on the kit looks good, and the texture on the hull and the turret looks good. I think it'll turn into a really nice looking kit. I would recommend this one. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and join me next time when we'll take a look at this Jagdpanzer IV Ausführung F in 135 scale from Revell.